One of the backbones of the economy, which is also feared to be severely affected by COVID-19 pandemic, is small medium enterprises. What are the predicted impacts that will hit SME? The predictions is in the next graphic. Here it is. We can see a statement from our officials, from the Minister of Cooperative and SME, Teten Masduki. He literally said that our data, which is the ministry's data, shows that 30 up to 50% SMEs are disrupted by the pandemic of COVID-19. So they are unable to pay installments to financial institutions. So they are affected from two sides, supply and demand. And this is the concerns over SMEs business continuity that is delivered by Teten Masduki. And the minister's concern is based on the predictions of the Organizations for Economic Cooperation and Development, or OECD, which estimated 50% of the SMEs in Indonesia will close down in the near future, with the COVID-19 pandemic as the main cause. With the disruptions in demand and supply, one thing that is expected to occur is that the SMEs will have difficulty in paying various obligations, including installments to banks or financial institutions. Seeing these conditions, the government did not remain silent, where the stimulus for SMEs in the economic recovery program is still touted to be one of the government's mainstay moves. So how much is the stimulus? Let's check it in the next graphic. So here it is. In order to keep up with the SME during this COVID-19 pandemic, government has bared a total stimulus for SME in economic recovery program worth 123.46 trillion rupiah. And this big amount of number is diverse into four main categories. First of all, interest subsidy. And the second one is tax incentives. And the third one is a financing. And the fourth one is the working capital guarantee to avoid layoff or full off. All the stimulus provided by the government in the National Economic Recovery Program aims to help SMEs to survive in the difficult conditions due to COVID-19 pandemic. But unfortunately, recent data reveals that only 26% of the SMEs has received the assistance or stimulus that has been prepared. Or in other words, the distributions of stimulus is relatively slow. And then, meantime, not only through stimulus in the economic recovery program, the government at the same time encourages SME to go digital. But the question is, how many SMEs in Indonesia and how many SMEs have implemented Go Digital? And to get a clear information, let's move on to the next graphic. So here it is. We can see the proportions of the SME in Indonesia regarding the Go Digital program. So 13% of the SME in Indonesia has only Go Digital. It's only 13%. But how about the 87%? It's still in conventional and not touched by the digital by only 53.1 million units. And while for the Go Digital SMEs, it's only in 8 million units. The data shows that the number of SMEs that have conducted Go Digital is so small, only 12% of the total of 61 million SMEs in Indonesia. So this is a basis for the government to get 10 million SMEs to Go Digital in 2020, where the government believes that Go Digital can increase the level of efficiency and effectiveness of SME business, and Go Digital is considered to be able to widen the business and market reach by facilitating the meeting of supply and demand without limited by distance and time. But however, can Go Digital guarantee 100% business continuity and SMEs? Of course, the answer is no, because there are a number of factors that have potential to lead SMEs to failure. What are the factors? Let's go straight to the next graphic. Here it is. We gather the main reasons about the failure of SMEs. First of all, unable to compete with the big brands. As we know that our markets is currently dominated by major player. And when we call up into a major player, they have a huge promotional budget and more capital rather than the SMEs. And then the second one is that low management ability, as the big company may have better management ability. And the third one is that small productions capacity. And as we can see, it's really hard for SMEs to filling out the picture of competitiveness with the big brands. In order to minimize those factors, the government has again stated that Go Digital can be one of the SME's key success. And therefore, the government plans to build a digital super system for SMEs, where this plan involves a number of startups, especially in the field of agriculture and fisheries. What startups that have government collaborated to build a super system for SMEs? The information's in the next graphic. We can see 8 startups to develop SME digital super system by government. We can divide it into 2 categories, which is the marketplace and also peer-to-peer lending. For marketplace, we got Tani Hub, Arena, Cyberbox, and Ternak Asia. And then for peer-to-peer lending, we got Hara, Alami, and Modal Rakyat. And we gathered the data from the Ministry of Cooperative and SMEs. And the number of SMEs spread in various sectors makes the government must choose priority sectors to be developed. Through the Ministry of Cooperatives and SMEs, the government chooses the agriculture and fisheries sectors, where, as mentioned in the next graphic, 8 local startups in the marketplace industry and peer-to-peer lending have been invited to join collaborations with the government. This collaboration is expected by the government to help SMEs in the agricultural sector, both in the terms of market expansion and access to finance, so that it creates a supportive ecosystem. And then again, with the stimulus and support of all stakeholders, hopefully SMEs will be able to recover and again become the main driver for the Indonesian economy. We'll be right back after the break.